What it is, what it does, what it is, what it doesn't. Looking for a better way to get it, but I bet instead of getting on the internet and checking into him and get up. Just rapping fast. I'm Macklemore, and you are on Konbini.
Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking into hit me get up.
Ryan had that beat for years before I rapped on it. This crazy soccer sounding anthem. Like I knew it was like a really big production. I was just like, I don't know how to rap on this. This is crazy. You know, every like 3 months we'd be in the studio. He'd be like, yo, did you write to that beat? Like you gotta write to that beat. Like that's the fucking one. You gotta write to that shit. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I remember Ray was like freestyling. He was like, I was like, what'd you say? Can we go back? You know, I don't even think he said it, but I was like, oh, that sounds like can we go back? And I remember I wrote those bars, you know, so we put our hands up like the ceiling. I was like, the ceiling can't hold us. And it's just one of those moments in songwriting where a motherfucker just connects. And I mean, it's an international smash record 10 plus years later.
And you still enjoy it on stage?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Watch it tonight. How could you not? It's crazy.
I'm gonna pop some tags, only got $20 in my pocket.
It was like, for Ryan's Can't Hold Us, that was my thrift shop. I would just write a little bit at a time and then put it away for like 6 months and then like go to a thrift shop and get inspired or like look at streetwear culture and these corny ass motherfuckers trying to sell clothes that are overpriced, and I just be like, man, it's not fresh, there's no originality here, and I would just write a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, and finally like I was like, yo Ryan, I have these 2 verses and I had these raps now. There was no lead line, there was no melody. He's sending me things, I'm like, no. Finally I just heard this like, what? And I was like, yo, my guy has lost it. All of a sudden, this saxophone line came in. And I was like, that shit's actually dope. Glorious is probably the most special music video to me out of all the videos. You know, I had my grandma, Helen, in it, rest in peace. It was one of those moments where you're with your grandma and you're shooting a rap video and you're like, this is crazy. And I got to know, and I've always been close to my grandma, but when you're like with somebody on set shooting a music video, there's a lot of downtime. And my grandma's like, you know, 100 years old, like, just telling stories. Her memory, you know, was just impeccable, way better memory than I have. She's 100. She's making everybody crack up, super sweet. I can't help but like, you know, cry when I watch that video. It's just like so near and dear to my heart. We definitely had an amazing time.
See a drug at a fast release. Got me sprung, wrapped in sheets, wake up, fuck, and then we going back to sleep.
I really liked that record a lot, and Martin Garrix is a G. He sent it to me. I remember I was like in my kid's playroom and he like texted me and was like, yo, I got this, and it was this like slap bass line. And I was like, ooh, Martin Garrix is in his like funk bag. Like it sounded like some like Parisian funk from back in the day or something. I was like, ooh, this is grimy. And then we filmed the video, and that video is pretty trash. It's not the best video, but the song is great.
I think that I'm lucky, I don't got it made. Everything I got could fit inside a suitcase, yeah.
I always see music videos for the songs, and No Bad Days, I just couldn't see it. And we were like, yo, what if Sloan directed this thing?
Hi, I'm Sloan Haggerty, and I'm directing the No Bad Days music video.
She does such a great job. She's such this like little creative, confident little kid who's super opinionated. You know, we'll always have that piece of art and that memory. And I think that that's super important, you know, because I'm always working at the house and in the studio and traveling, and I want to make sure that she's a part of this journey and her own journey as much as she wants, and I want to be able to support her creatively. There's always that like putting your kid on the internet, not putting your kid on the internet thing, and what I think is the most important is like creating content is great for the sake of art, not for the sake of commerce or likes or popularity or fame. All of that diminishes and depletes the true essence of creation.
Konbini.